Guys, what's up? How are you? How are you today? Hope you are well and safe and good and doing something productive in your house. We are here. I don't leave my house for a couple of days, but we are good and we need to take care. It's starting, yeah, Pete. Hi, the Perfect Creative Studio, Digital News. Hi, welcome, Lucas, welcome. Tell me where are you from? I'm Leno from Brazil. Welcome, guys. Good to see you here again. The Perfect Creative Studio from India. Nice. Pete Mixab, Minnesota. Yeah. Hello, Francois. Yeah, I know you. Thank you for being here again. In Flight Flicks, Ireland here. Hey Leno. Hey bro. Alex Figueroa again. Presence. I don't know how to. I'm here. It is 1 a.m. here. Wow, 1 a.m. Thanks for being here, man. 1 a.m. That's cool. Netherlands, Paul, Hank, the DJ brasileiro. Olá. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's South America. Welcome, my friend. I bought your plugins pack. Can't wait to create. Awesome. Thank you for supporting our work. Dalmo again. Thank you, Dalmo, for being here. New York, Digital News. Are you using eCam to stream? Yeah, that's it. I'm using eCam live. It's been unusual to see you in this quarantine. Yeah, unusual. Yeah, but you're going to see me for a long time now because I like this kind of relationship with you guys, and more close, like having a conversation. It's great. I'm loving it. Hi, Brazil, stay home. Yeah, Maíra. Welcome, Maíra. Anthony, by the way, thank you so much for the review that you put in our product. Very helpful. So if you download the free or paid version, premium version, leave a review. Let me know what you think, what you like it, what you dislike it, how we can improve it. All right? Rubens Borjas. Hi. Bill Nicholson, Ontario, Canada. When you start the tutorial, I'll start in a minute. All right? I'm just getting warmed up. I want t-shirt from LenFX. How can I get it in live in New York? Yeah, nice, man. We are going to create one. Great idea. All right? Cork, Ireland. Great guy. Thanks for being here. Let's talk about some things before we get started, okay? I'd like to always set the expectations so you can know what to expect from me for the next hours. Because Poland, yeah, welcome. Chris from South Africa, welcome, guys. So, some expectation. Today we are going to talk about how we speed up your workflow in Final Cut Pro 10, how you can work faster, and how you can make Final Cut faster. That's both. And I'll give you some tips on how to make your Mac faster also. I'll be doing some promotional from time to time. I'll be talking about our fourth anniversary sale, all right? So expect that. And then you can expect more than 3 hours. I'll be here answering some questions and give you all I know about that. I'll give you my keyboard shortcuts. I'll put the link in a minute, in a moment, and then you can download, try. If you like it, use it. If you don't, I'll show how you can create your own keyboard shortcuts. All right, because speed is all about shortcuts, okay? That's what I believe. But if you like to click on things, on buttons, that's okay. At the end of the day, what matters is the final result of your video, all right? So, and that's what we are going to talk about. And before we jump in the Mac, I'll give you several softwares, hardware tips on what I use. So consider subscribing to the channel to be part of the next lives, and hit the like button so we can get started with the right foot. All right, and let's see the trailer for the promotional anniversary pack. That's amazing. 20 plugins for only the price of 2. You get plugins to create all kinds of effects, all kinds of that will help you in your workflow in Final Cut, so you can create amazing, outstanding videos to increase your subscribers, to get more followers, to get more sales, or to get more jobs, so you can make more money working faster, you know? Yeah, awesome. Congratulations, Ludmila, that she is my editor. She created this amazing trailer. And love you, Ronnie. Thank you, brother. Your plugins are the best. Sound is good, sound is fine. Your plugins are the best. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, guys. And this is the site. You can go to lanofx.com and download this one. Buy. If you can't buy, that's okay. Go to free ones, and here we have several different amazing free stuff, so you can try it out, so you can maybe do some work and make some money, and then you come back and buy some premium products. All right, a lot of stuff. Give a chance here, download them, and I think you are going to like it. All right, so here only one day. The promotion ends tomorrow, if I don't, I think. And then here you can see 9 reviews. Thank you so much, guys, for reviewing our products. Sorry. And here are our good friend Romel. He was in the lives, and you can see here the reviews, awesome reviews. Thank you so much, guys. You can review, okay? I'll not be reading this for you. So that's it. Let's start here. First of all, let's talk about how you can speed up your Mac, because it's several things that you need to do. You need to speed up your Mac, then Final Cut, then you need to speed up how you work in Final Cut, because if your Mac is slow, Final Cut will be slow. If you are slow, Final Cut and Mac, everything will be slow. All right, so grab your cup of coffee, like I do here, and let's get started. Samuel, welcome back, man. Thank you for being here again. Everyone, welcome. Let's get started. So, first of all, let's talk about Mac. I know that some of the things that I'm going to talk about is basic for you. I know that. But some people are just starting, and then they don't know what I'm going to talk about. But maybe one of the tips about hardware you don't know. So stick around, that it's going to be worth it. I'm here to give you my best stuff. So processor, machine, the best machine, the better. All right, the newer, the better, most of the time. But the processor can be i7 or i5. It's good or better. Memory RAM needs to be at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. Some MacBook Pros, you can put more RAM. 8 gigas, I think it's not good. It's good for you, especially if you use MacBook. You need to use external drive to put your media, because the internal drive you use to run the operating system and Final Cut. The external drive, it will run your media, and then they both work together, and then you have a better performance in Final Cut. And about hard drive, it's better to use SSD, solid state disks, and not hard drive. What's the term? Hard drive disk. It's slower, but it's better. I have here, I'm doing a live with the external drive, just hard drive, but if you have an SSD, it's better, even better. Dedicated or integrated graphics cards. It's better dedicated, not integrated. The faster, the better, the higher number of the gigabytes of your graphics card, it's better. So let me show you my computer, and it's working amazing, just fine. Go here to the Apple's menu, About, and then here you can see my computer configuration. It's an iMac Retina 5K, 27 inches, late 2015. Great. I don't know how to say, 3,3 gigahertz i5, the processor. i7 is best, but there are other models even better. 24 gigas of RAM. Macintosh, I have the 2 hard disk. I have one storage, one for the system and one SSD. It's like a external, all right? Because you can have the 2 hard drive on your Mac, and then one will work as internal, that it's running Final Cut and the operating system, and the other one it's running your media. You can do that. I have one here with 100, let me see. My internal drive, I have one SSD, it's called flash storage, 120 gigas, all right? But I use here, you're not seeing my icons, but I have external hard drive as well. The graphics card, it's AMD Radeon, I don't know the right pronunciation. This is the model, 2 giga. If it's 4, it's better. If it's 8, it's awesome. All right. So that's it about hardware configuration, what to look for when trying to buy a MacBook or an iMac. But search on YouTube on the specs, on the configuration, and then make a purchase, because try to not spend all your money, because you need the equipment to create video, edit, you need software, a lot of stuff. I'm doing a setup here, and I'm spending a lot of money on a lot of different hardware, software. So Ecamm is one of them. It's a software for live streaming, but you need to not always buy the best. I was thinking about buying the Sony A7 III, I think, but then I decided to buy the Sony 600. It's better for me because it runs for a long time without better, just that. And then you have to balance spending too much money or the quality and the speed and etc. And then you need to see what are you going to do. Are you going to edit 4K videos or just full HD videos, 1080p? Because depending on the final delivery or the format that you work, 4K, you need to have a awesome machine, hard drive, a lot of hard drive. So think about that as well. For more details, search on YouTube about each topic that I'm talking about here, okay? Now, let me know if you have any question and put your machine on the chat box. Let us know what your machine specs, so everybody knows what's the average processor, RAM, hard drive, and so on. Please put your configuration here. Alex Figueroa, an iMac 21 inches, 2011. Look, i7, 20 gigas of RAM. Great. And you are working just fine, right, Alex? Are you working with 4K or just Full HD? Yeah, Maíra, some of the MacBooks you can, if the MacBook is old, you can remove the disk where you put the disk, you remove it, and then you put an SSD drive. You can hard drive. You can do this. Can you check your focus? It's automatic. It's great. It's good. Am I in focus? Sorry. I rent this camera. I don't know how to use it yet, but I think this week I'll get mine. So I'll use it. Go deep in it to understand how it works, and then I'll have my image look even better. I think your camera is fishing for focus, Lennon. Oh, sorry about that, guys. eGPU, Wagner asks about eGPU. eGPU, it's the graphics card. Like I said, the higher the better. Dedicated, not integrated. Dedicated. My computer is 2 gigas of eGPU. If you have 4 or 8, even better. Romel, thank you for the review, man. Hong Kong, China. Yes. Thanks for being here again. The Perfect Studio, Retina 4K 21 inches, 2019. Michael, MacBook Pro 15 inches, 2013. Great MacBook, great machine. Retina, made 2000. Blue Shed, great machine. 2 gigas of RAM, AMD. Samuel, 2018. 4 gigas. Oh, nice graphics card. And then the what's the name? Integrated graphics card of him is UHD Graphics 630. Yeah, Jim, 32 gigas. Wow, i9, nice. 4 gigas of video graphics card, nice. 2 years old, 8 gigas of RAM, and working with 4K. And converting to Proxy still lags and takes 9 to 14 hours to render. Wow. You will need a faster machine if you need to render faster. Great, guys. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'll not show all of them. If you can take a look at the chat box. Thank you for sharing. That's why I changed the Adobe to Premiere. Rendering and exporting footage is faster. Yeah, I agree. A lot faster. MacBook 19, I use SanDisk Extreme Pro. Wow, 2 terabytes. SSD is expensive. If you are a beginner, you'll see that SSD are a lot expensive. Now, if you have any question, please let me know. Because now we are going to talk about software for your Mac. What I use, what I recommend. And in the future, I'll post affiliates link in the description. If you can use it, it's going to be great because one little portion of the money goes to my bank account, but you don't pay anything extra. I'll have several affiliates, but I'll not be sharing with you something that I don't believe, that I don't buy it. My plugins, I only launch plugins that I could buy it, that I believe I would buy it. If not, I don't sell it. Wow, this machine is crazy, huh? Radeon 8 gigas. Wow, it's crazy. My dream machine. Hmm. How to make a setup faster? Let me know. No, I'll talk about that in a minute. Diogo Silva from Guyana Earth. Your friends. Diogo is my finance guy. He's amazing. He's the master of Excel. Yeah, Wagner. Thank you, Wagner, for being here. So let's talk about software. One software that I like a lot is Mac Cleaner. I had to uninstall here, but I'll install later. I use it all day, this plugin, this software, because you have to have a license, and I have a MacBook Pro and an iMac, and you sometimes have to choose what you want to install, or you can buy more than one license. All right, this is amazing. You can run every day, and then it will clean up your memory, will clean up any storage space that can be available to you. All right, great plugin, very useful. Another one, and by the way, always when you are going to uninstall your it's not in focus. Every time you are going to uninstall a plugin or software, try to use the Clean My Mac, or you can use the free one. The free one that I use is this one. Look, app cleaner. This one. You can use it. I'll put the link on the chat. Is this one, and then the app Clean My Mac is. This is the link. Always try to close softwares that you are not using. A lot of softwares, after install them, they run on the background. So you can see here in my computer that I have less software because I closed some of them. And then if you are editing in Final Cut, come here, and if you see a lot of softwares open, just click and close them. Leave it open just the ones that you are using, and it's been, wow, it's not. Look, QuickTime VLC is not, I'm not using it, and the other one, it's not, it's, I don't know, it don't want to be closed. But I closed some of them. And for example, let's say that you are working with Final Cut, and then Motion is open, but you are not using it. Just close. Photoshop, you have it opened, but you are not using it. Close it, and then you can run the Clean My Mac, and then it will free up your memory that was being used by the other software before. Okay, that's very simple, very basic, but a lot of people don't do this. If you open their computer, you'll see a lot of softwares opened. Yeah, App Cleaner is great. Render Warrior, use it. Look, and he knows that is great. Do you use command post, or if yes, what is the best use for it? No, I don't know what's command post. Your tutorials are amazing. Thank you, brother. This one is great. Let me open the site for this one. Most of you, I saw you guys have a 4K or 5K machine Retina. One thing that I do is I disable the Retina option, because what the Retina is, let's say that your display is this size, and then the Retina, the actual size of the image is the double size, and then but you see it smaller. That's why you see so sharp, so beautiful images. It's because it's big, it's like 4K, but then it shows you in 2K. It's like that. So it's better to remove it and change it So let me show you how I do that. So the Switch Res X, this is the software that I use. Mandral is .com. I'll put in the chat window as well. I'm not earning anything to talk about it, all right? It's just a great tool, so I recommend it. So download it, try it out for free, and then this is the software. Click here. I have all my displays. I have the option for Retina, for not Retina, for wider, smaller size, all right? You can click here, switch res preferences. If you guys want, I can do a tutorial in the future about it, because this one is not, it doesn't come like this. It's because I customize it. I want to see only the resolutions that I use the most. You need to customize it, but I'll not show here right now. If you want me to do a tutorial about switch res, leave it in the chat and say, yeah, tutorial about it, and I'll do it. So I'll not change my resolution, because maybe the eCam software can have some problems, but it's very simple. I can come here, look, I can come here very fast and change it to 1920 by 1080 without Retina, or this resolution, but I'm using Retina, so you guys can see a better quality screen sharing. You have a better experience, all right? So this is another tip. Really, really nice. I use this plugin, this software for, I don't know, maybe 7 years. If you like these tips, hit the subscribe button. So next, close the dock. Yeah, I like to close the dock. I never use my Mac with the dock opened. Sometimes I see some people with a very small screen, and they have the dock like this. They have the dock big like this, and then Final Cut comes only about here. I think you are losing a lot of screen for the dock. So what do you do? Go to the Apple menu here, click System Preferences, and then I recommend you to open dock, and then here make the size of the icons smaller. But if you like bigger, no problem. But you can minimize, let me see. Yeah, this one, automatically hide and show the dock. Command Shift D is the shortcut, Command Shift D. All right, I always use this like this. And then to see the icons, just put the cursor at the bottom of the screen, and then you can click and then use your app, and you are getting some space about this, okay? So do you mean downscale? Yes, downscale. You have in Retina is bigger, and then you downscale. Thank you for the expression, not expression, the description. I'm learning a lot of English with you all. I use display menu, similar to switch res. So just try it out both and see what works best for you. I love switch res X, it's very nice. So you just turn Retina off when you are editing. Yes, I turn it off. Or when I'm playing video game, for example, I play with my son Fortnite. So if I play with Retina mode on, it's not going to perform well. But if I disable it, it's going to have a better performance, as well as for Final Cut, because the image is a lot sharper. So this one you're going to like it. Please hit the like button, guys. 53 people online. Thank you so much for being here. Really nice. This is our record. Thank you again. I say thank you so too much. Alfred, this one is amazing. I love it. Alfred, it makes my my process of working in my Mac a lot faster, not just in Final Cut. Okay, let me show you. I'll share my screen. Just a moment. Let me first open here, because maybe I can open some site that is not the right one. You're not going to believe. I was about to open the FreePix site, and then it opened some porn site. I couldn't believe, and I thought, imagine if I was live. Oh, it was embarrassing. It would be embarrassing. So Alfred for Mac, I'm using it. I think I started using it in the version 1, or yeah, 1, in version 1. Amazing software. Let me put I'll share the links, okay, in the description of this video. If I don't, please remind me to put the links of all the things that I'm talking about here in this video. Please remind me. Cool, LenFX, you go this t-shirt. Yeah, do you guys want a t-shirt from LenFX? Yeah, we can do that. Nice. I like the idea. Bomba Productions. Thank you. Yes, let me see. Let me show what Alfred can do. Alfred, let's share my screen. This is Alfred. I press just Command Spacebar. Instead of opening the Spotlight, I open Alfred. Let me open Alfred Preferences. Press Enter. Here is Alfred. So it starts at the beginning when I launch my computer. Command Spacebar I put as the default shortcut, and Alfred is very powerful. You can type like this, and then you can put 10 plus 10 divided by 2. You can make math. You can let's say, let me open here text presets. When I type my email, I never type my email all the way. I just type .all. I never type Final Cut Pro 10. I do .fcpx. Look, if I'm doing some support with you guys, sometimes I need to say you're welcome, and I type this a lot because when people are thanking me for something, and then I type .yuaw, you are welcome. When I will send some products for someone manually, in the other product that I sell, Command Shift S, and then I type enter, and then I have all my email ready to send. I just change the name. Here's the name of the person, and then here I click, press Command K, and then I put the link, and then this is the subject of the email. I just Command X, and then I put in the right place Command V. Okay, this is one of the ways of using Alfred. Let me show you. In Motion 5, I don't always put like, let me show you. I'll show you, and you are going to be amazed. This feature, by the way, is in Features, Snippets. Look, I have all these snippets. Animation. When you see in my plugins, animation distance, I don't type it. I just type .an. Look, here. Command N to open motion, enter. And then let's say I have a shape, click and drag, and then I publish the position. And then I publish the color. And then here I can double click and type, let me see, black and white, for example. Black and white is BW. I can use edit the viewer, etv, dot etv, yeah, animation distance, dot let me see, an dot an. So very powerful, very because let's say that you are renaming the exported files, and then you need to put, let's say, live event 01, 02, 03, but let's do this. You add one and say live event, and then I don't put anything. I just copy, and this is the element that will be added after you add the keyword. So let me use le save, and then in the text window, let me put very big. I can just le live event 01, le02, le03, you know. Or I could do even better. I could say, no, I'm using so much this thing that I could use as shift asterisks. Let me see if it is going to work. Look, asterisk, shift asterisk, and then I can do 04, 05, 010. All right? Very powerful tool. Did you like this tip? Let me know in the chat box. Type I like it, or I didn't. If you know, I know it, I knew it. The other one is clip history. This one is fantastic. I like it so much, and I use it all the time. I like to put here clip history 1 month, plain text, images 7 days, keep files list for 7 days. Yeah, Jim like it. Thank you, Jim. Who else? So, did you saw that I used the live event? I use comment post. Yeah, maybe it's the same thing. You can, guys, everything that I'm talking about here, please put your own tool that you use, because what matters is the productivity increasing, not the software that we are using. So comment post, nice. Thanks for sharing, Fabio Fernandez. It's nice. I liked this tip, and they were very useful to me. It is very long to make configuration for Alfred. No, it's very simple. And then I have, as you can see here, I have a lot of snippets. Look, diverse, Black Friday edition, support. This is for support. Look, a lot of support snippets. Because look, if you have a problem, so someone I want to say thank you for your purchase. I don't type everything. I just do this. Look, I want to say for you, thank for your purchase. I just say command option C, not C, I think it's command option S, thank you. And then I can see all the thank you. And then I can type thank you for your purchase. What is it? Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your purchase. Let me put purchase right away. Thanks for your purchase. Because it's very unproductive for you to all keep typing the same thing over and over and over again. Don't do this. Use snippets or any other tool to type while you type most of the time. All right. Thank you for the information. Well known. Great. Nariman, how Alfred works with Final Cut. No, I'm talking about Final Cut only. Now I'm giving you tips about Mac. Then I'll give you tips about Final Cut, because everything works together. Like I said, if you are fast in Final Cut but you are slow in your Mac, you are losing productivity. Don't you agree? Yeah, Fabio used command post and lower pack deck. Low pad deck. Low pad pack. Low pack deck. Big time saver. Awesome. I didn't know about it. Another thing about Alfred that I like is the history. So if I copied some text, I can press Command Option C, and then I can see here, maybe I use the switch res I copied a minute ago. So here I can see if I copied some email, some anything rendering. Look, I can type the things that I copied. It's all here. Images, oh sorry, I didn't, sorry. Here, look, Command Option C, and here you can see my history. I can press here, Command Option C, and put this name, or I can come here to my Chrome, Google Chrome, Command Option C, and then open again the site from Clean My Mac. This is very nice, and it can be very helpful in several situations. The last tip about Alfred is Alfred here, workflow. This one is great. Look, workflow. What is it? Workflow. Look, work, Leno. Let's say I see this a lot. You will work, and then you open Final Cut, Motion, you open, I don't know, Skype, WhatsApp, anything. Some windows, maybe you need to see some windows of PayPal, anything. What I mean is, when you are going to work, you open several things, software and folder, links. Let me show how you can open everything just once. You just type, tan, 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 pum, pum, já foi, and it's done. Look, here, I have a workflow that I call work, multiple files. Double click. Here you can see, I work Motion, I open Motion, Skype, ClickUp, this timer, Final Cut, very fast with just one, just like that. Oh, look, Command Spacebar, work. If I press here, I'll open Final Cut, Motion, all the apps that you saw. If I want, I can click here and create another command like actions, open Finder folder, and then I can put the path here. I never use this one, but I can do. Like, how can I take the path, go to folder? How can I copy? No, I don't remember how to copy. I don't know how to copy the path. But you can put here. Let me put another thing. You can open action, open file, open app, or review in Finder, terminal, browse through Alfred. But this one is very useful. Open URL. So let me put here Google.com, for example. No, you need to put the URL. Let me put this one. Save. I can duplicate, copy, and then what is it? Copy configuration. I don't use it all the time, guys. This because once you set the configuration, everything is good. Command C, Command V. Yeah, just that. And then you connect. Command C, Command V, and then you double click and put another thing. Look, and then if I type work, it's already open. But look, it's opening everything. It's opening. And let me close because I don't want to see all the things. Let me close this one. Let me close Skype, because this is the tool that I use to communicate with my team. Let me be careful, because if I close eCam, I'm gone. Final Cut. Yeah, it's opening. It was closed. You know? So I use the snippets and the history and workflow. Alfred is just amazing. Now let's go to Library Manager. Any one of you use Library Manager? It's a great tool for you to manage your libraries, so you can delete render files, so you can see how many libraries you have, where they are. It's very nice tool. As I don't have as much works in my computer, I don't have many libraries, but here you can see all the hard drive, and then you can come here and delete the files. Look, let me change here to render. No, here you can see in green render files, flow files, proxy, optimize, and then you can click and delete. I'll get 1 giga of space. You can delete completely or send to the trash. It's amazing, this tool. And then you need to close Final Cut. Okay, you can open libraries, you can create. Oh, damn it. Sorry, Daniel. Yeah, I use it once a month to clear space. Do you mean the library? Stream Deck. I bought the Stream Deck. I think next week I'll have in my hand so I can use it and don't have this kind of problem like not sharing my screen, because I think it's going to be more intuitive. So again, this is Library Manager. I don't have the link, but just search on the web if anyone can share the link. Okay, I'll not do this. Just search on Google, and then here you can see all the libraries. Here I have, oh look, flow. I have in this hard drive a lot of flow files, and then you can see render files, and then let me put total size. Look, Instagram Live, I have some files, flow files. If you have optimize and proxy, you'll see here render files, you can see in green. So this Instagram intros library, I can click here and I'll get 381 megabytes, and I can delete completely or send to the trash. Let me delete completely. Okay, look, it's deleting the files. So really nice if you have lots of library. If you have lots of library, you can use Library Manager to manage all your libraries. Very nice tool. BetterTouchTool, I'll go very fast on this so we can go to Final Cut, because I think most of you are looking for the Final Cut portion of this training. Let me open, not this one. BetterTouchTool. Let me show you one example that I used BetterTouchTool in a very time-saving way. I'll show you. Yeah, Daniel, just search on Google. So share the link, please, Daniel. Okay. Great to know that you didn't know this tool. Very nice. It's worth the investment. So let me show you one thing very interesting. Instagram here. Let me share my screen. So what I did was, look, first of all, I use BetterTouchTool with these two buttons. I put them on the browser and on the titles tab. So I just click here, open the browser, click here, open the titles tab. You can combine with Shift and then one, let's say, open the inspector, Shift, Option 1 closes the timeline, for example. You can do whatever you want. And you can use your keyboard as well. I use F13 to open Final Cut, F14 to open Motion with BetterTouchTool. So let me show what I did a week ago using BetterTouchTool, and I was amazed what I could do. So let me create a new project and then custom 1080 by 1920 and then Instagram grid. Let me give you some so you can understand what was my need. I need to put all my Instagram elements in a grid. And then what I did was, let me just put 3. Now I need to put the image here. This is when I need to put the grid, create the grid so you can see all the elements inside a product. And then this one, I right click, review and find it. And then take the media. Great. This one I need to fill. Select fill. Okay. Now, I need to create a compound clip, Option G, and then I 01, for example, but I need to put another thing. I need to call it Instagram Stories 01, 02, 03, and so on. So, BetterTouchTool, and it's running on the background, in the background. Here is the keyboard option, and here's the normal mice option. You can see that I have Final Cut Pro 10, the button 4 as command 1 or option 1. Command 1, option 1. Command tilde to open the sidebar, option 1, command 1. Or I can use the buttons on my mouse. Very fast way to switch between screens. So the other option that I used was the keyboard, and then I only type asterisk in the right side of the keyboard, and then what it's going to do is down arrow, then C, then option G, then it will paste this text. Let me change the text to Instagram Stories space, because I want a space so I can put 01, 02, 03. But first I need to create the let's create the compound clip, and then I can call it 01, I can call it 02, 02. Okay. Now let me see. Here I'm here, and I just type. Let me remember you. Look, down arrow, C, option G. Down arrow, C, option G, and then it puts this name. Instead of me doing this 50 times, what I do is, let me just option drag to be faster. So I just type asterisk, and then I put 01, asterisk 02, asterisk 03, and so on. All right. So that's a great way to use BetterTouchTool. You can combine different commands, put them in order to make something new for you. You can, it's very nice software, all right? And it's not expensive. Okay, my camera died, it seems. The battery. Let's keep going. Now for Jumpshare. Jumpshare is a great tool for you to share files. Let me show you. Nice, Fabio, like it. If you like it, hit the like button, say like in the chat window so I can know that you are here with me and I'm not alone, because if you don't comment for a period of time, I feel that I'm talking alone and that's not good. So I'm here and I want to share with you my keyboard shortcuts. How can I do that very fast? This is very good if you work with some people and you, like me, some of you maybe contact us to help you with something. So I just create a tutorial very fast using Jumpshare, and then I can quickly send you a tutorial without need to record, edit, export, upload, then take the link and send it to you. What I do is go to Final Cut, customize, and then I'll share my keyboard shortcuts with you. Export, and then I'll call it LenoFX shortcuts. And then I'll put in the desktop. And then what I do is I just go to my desktop and then LenoFX shortcut. Here's the file. Command click, compress, click and drag to the Jumpshare icon, and then I let go. I'll have the link, and then I just send it to you. If you want, just download our keyboard shortcuts on the chat box. Remind me to put in the description as well, okay? And I'll put it. Let's say that I need to record a tutorial for you. Just click here, and then I select the portion of the window, and then record. It will record, and then the link will be automatically generated, copied. I just need to press Command V. This is a great tool that my good friend Dason from Motion Master Templates showed me, and I liked a lot this tool. It's a time saver for me. Very nice. Best regards from Germany. Thank you, Raya. Blue shed, like, time saving. Nice. Download the file from the link. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I changed the battery. James Clark. Loving these lives, random questions, but what app do you use to plan your live streams, order list, and so on? Look, I'm learning. I'm in the process of defining what tool I'll use, what software, app, and anything. Let me show what I did. Look, this is my plan for the live stream. I'm here, Jumpshare. Jumpshare. I need to delete this because this all is Mac tips. I use just text edit from my Mac, and then here we are going to talk about speed up Final Cut, render files, keyboard shortcuts, and other stuff as well. Okay, so very simple stuff, nothing that complicated, but I like to use MindNode to put some ideas to organize them. I used the last live. Thumbs up. Thank you, brother, for this thumbs up. This is nice. Give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Where is this file stored? The files from Jumpshare is stored in the Jumpshare. I don't know. It's like Dropbox, but much simpler. You just take the file, let go on top of the icon, and then it automatically generates the link. You just need to press Command V to paste the link or the tutorial or the screenshot, anything. Really nice. Thanks for the shortcuts. You're welcome. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, my friend. And Jumpshare is cool. Never heard about it, but recently macOS shared cloud. What do you? macOS can share an iCloud folder too. So what do you think? It could be the same? No, not the same. Lot different. Jumpshare, like I said, you don't have to record a tutorial before. Let me say how I did before. If I need to create a tutorial for you, what I will do is open ScreenFlow, record the tutorial, edit the tutorial, export the tutorial, pass through Handbrake to make the file small, then I'll upload to Dropbox, then I'll take the link, then I'll give you the link to you. That's the process. But now, no, I just click here, look, I just click here, click, or no, I'm learning the keyboard shortcut, Command-Shift-7, and then I can press click, oh look, click, opa, click, and then I can move the screen, and I don't need to show all my screen, just this portion for you, and then I can say, no, put my webcam, no, I don't need the audio, just show, oh no, I need a GIF, and then you click start. Look, let me see if Final Cut will not, let me turn off I'm afraid of this app taking the microphone, record, and then it's going to start, finish, look, amazing, amazing, and then I just send it to you, just that, very simple, straightforward. iCloud, I find it very slow, I don't use it, I don't pay it, I use Dropbox for bigger files, and I use Jumpshare for things like that. James, thanks, you're welcome. How do we install the file you sent to be able to use? Oh, nice, great question, let me show you. First, download the file. Go to Final Cut Pro, Commands, Import. Go to Browse and find the file. First you need to double click on it to unzip it, then select Open. And then go again, Commands, and select LenFX Final Cut Shortcuts. Then you are good to go. In a few minutes, I'll show you some of my shortcuts that I customize it. I'll show how you can customize your own, and I'll show you a lot of other stuff. Alright? Yes, it's fast and cool, you're right. Yeah, thanks. Pretty clear that in this situation, to technical support, to work with remotely is amazing, because very quickly, fast, you can send files, even bigger files. I have the basic plan. It's not that expensive. I think it's $9 a month, but it's worth it. It's very nice. So guys, we finished our topics about outside Final Cut. Now we are going to talk about only Final Cut itself and keyboard shortcuts, how you can make Final Cut work faster and you work faster. All right, so let's take a short break. All right, don't leave, just leave the window open, and I'll make a short break so I can rest a little bit, because it's almost 1 hour and 10 minutes, and at the other lives I would talk for 2 hours straight, and then at the end of 2 hours I was very tired, and then after 4 hours I was I was almost dead. So let me just see here. They say that Google Chrome caused Final Cut to crash. What is your experience with that? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I'll try to close Chrome every time that I use Final Cut. I'll try that now, but I don't know. like but like I the other tip that I talked about, it's great to close every app that or software that you are not using right now, because it's taking processing power, RAM, and so on from Final Cut. Close everything that you are not using. Time 5 p.m. a.m. Wow, Ramel, you didn't sleep? Samuel, coffee time. Yeah, I'll drink some coffee. Guys, stick with me. I'll put the trailer for the promotion. You can mute just to have something playing here. And if you didn't enjoy the promotion, go to lenofx.com and see if there's something for you there. If not, download our free stuff and enjoy, review our products. Very important. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can grow the channel, grow the LenoFX community, and we can grow together, learn together, because I'm learning a lot. I need to go deep into the topics and put everything that I know in paper so I can explain to you, otherwise I couldn't. India, now 2:45 a.m. Oh, nice. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to have you here, and you are dedicating your time to be here with me. So I hope that I'm doing a great job to pay to give value to you, so it's worth your time. When should we be back? How long the break? 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes is great. I can lay down a little bit, breathe, and drink some water, coffee, eat something. Yeah, really useful, right? You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Kainer. Yeah, thanks. 10 minutes. All right? In 10 minutes, I'll be back. 10 minutes. Let me put here. Hello, I'm back. Drinking my coffee. I just post on Instagram. See if more people come to the live. Let me see your comments. Yeah, maybe our site can use your memory, because maybe there's a lot of different things going on the site that you don't know about. Okay, so a good idea is to close. Thanks for the Alfred tip. It was truly useful. Great. I'm happy that it was useful. You are doing an excellent job. Thanks for your giving heart. You're welcome, my friend. It's a pleasure, and I'm very grateful for all of you. You guys are very nice people, very friendly, very. It's hard to explain, but you guys. Oh, sorry, I put the reminder. You guys are receive me very well, give me support, incentivize me to keep doing, because sometimes I feel that I should get better in English before I do that, because I maybe I'm doing a lot of grammar mistakes and people can find this not so good. But when I see your comments like that, you are doing an excellent job, I feel more confident to go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. And this is good. You are doing an excellent job, really. Thanks. You're welcome. Adorando as lives, Leno, parabéns. Fábio Fernandes, Brazil. I'm loving the lives. Lennon, congratulations. E5, 32 gigabyte RAM. I think he's coming right now to the live. Welcome, my friend. So let's now talk about Final Cut Pro 10. I hope you downloaded the file that I shared with you. Now I showed you how to install. Now I'll show how you can create your own. Let me see. And before we talk about shortcuts, let me talk about first tips on how to make Final Cut work faster. All right, let's go. Here I am in Final Cut. Let's go to the browser here, media browser. And then let me see my tips. First of all, hide waveforms in Filmstrip view. Here, look. If you are in strip view, is this view? You can press Command Shift 2 if you are in list view. List view is best. Here you can see the waveform. If you hide it, it's better, even better. Option Shift N. Option. You can't. Let me see. In list view, you can't. Waveforms. Look, it's faster. But sometimes you need to see the waveform. It can be helpful. Just show the waveform, no problem. But if you don't show it, it's better. Where is it? View, viewer, browser here. Oh my God. Waveform. Yeah, browser. So you can see waveform here. But in view mode like this, you can press Option Shift M to show the names. I don't like to show. Option Shift M. And the waveforms. Yeah, the way that I changed to not see the waveforms is here. Yeah, I thought that I knew some shortcut, but I don't. It's right here. All right. If you don't show, your Final Cut will be a lot faster. Maybe you can stop the skimming if you want. It's this button here, S. I think most of you know, but if you are a beginner, maybe you don't. So this is one tip, waveforms, and it's applied to the timeline as well. With the clips, look, waveform, look how much time it takes to render the waveform. Look, and then if you do this, look, you are rendering all over again. Look, now it stopped. Again. So every time you change your view from the timeline you are changing the frames that it's been shown here and the waveform. The best way to have a better performance, especially when you have lots of clips in your timeline, the better way to have a faster timeline is to come here and select only this option. Now Final Cut doesn't need to render anything. It's very fast. But if you need audio, just come here and select one of these options. If you don't need image right now, select this option. Then Final Cut will not render the thumbnails. If you need only images, choose this one or this one. Here you can press Command Shift minus and plus to zoom in or zoom out, Shift Z. Control Option 1, you can cycle through all the options without need to come here. Great way to change very fast. Look, Command Option 1, 2, Control, Control Option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the shortcut. Let me just leave like this. It's good. Alright, let me make it smaller. Command Shift minus. Let's see the next tip. Hide the names. I showed you I like to hide the names. Option Shift N. I like to sometimes work in list view. Command Option 2, and then you can disable the waveforms to work faster. Another tip is close unused windows. There was a time when I did consultation like to 101 training, and then I would open Final Cut and all the windows were opened, and I told her, look, just leave open what you are using, especially the inspector. The inspector, to open the inspector is Command 4. This is the inspector. If you are not seeing big like this, it's because it's not the height. You can change using Control Command 4. Maybe you are seeing like this. You can press the command Control Command 4, or you can double click here. All right. Look how the inspector works. If I put the mouse here, you can see this little dot. Final Cut. Open in the inspector the Instagram story file number 1 is this file. If I select this one, it will change. So your computer needs to process all the parameters available for each clip. So it's a good idea to close the inspector if you are not using it, because sometimes you are just cutting the clips. Close all the windows that you don't need it. Again, now let me show all the shortcuts for most of the most used windows, for the most common used windows. First of all, Command 4, the inspector. Control Command 1, the browser. This window right here. Control tilde to hide the sidebar. Option 1 is the option 1. You go to option 1, come to option 1. Yeah, you go to the titles tab. Command 1, you go to the browser. This is my shortcut. It's different. All right, this is one of my shortcuts, but I'm not using it. I can press Control Command 1, or let's say that I'm just selecting my scenes here. I don't need to show the timeline in another this inspector. Command 4, Control Command 2, or you can come here, click right here, or click here to close them. And then here I can work like this, and I can press down arrow and then use JK and L to change to make my selections, and then I can press down arrow, change my selections, F, or add some keyword like I, and then I can press O, Command K, and then I can press tab, Shift tab, and I can say this is my office. Enter, and then I can press Command 1 and continue to select. As you can see, you don't need to use the keyboard. You just use the mouse very fast, like 100 miles an hour. Look. But here I can take this window, Command K, I can close it or open. Now let's say that I put all my media in the timeline. Let me open the timeline, Control Command 2, and then Control Command 1 to close this window. And then I come here and make my cuts, adjust. I can use again I can press here C, and then press command down arrow, delete, press up arrow C to select. Look, what's going to be selected? Command Shift A to deselect. It's the clip with the ball on top of it. If I go to this one, you can see the ball here, here, here. If I put here, it will select the topmost clip in the timeline. So I can press here C, command down arrow, okay, to select the clips. And then command shift 2, I can open or close the timeline index. Command 5, I can open or close the effects tab. Command shift 5, I can open or close the transitions browser. Command 6, I can open the color correction tab. But to close it, to go to the inspector, I can press command option 4 and or command 6, go back and close with command 4 to close the inspector. I can open the video inspectors with command 7 and close it. Okay, what else can we do? The last one, command 7, command shift 8. Command shift 8, what is this? The Jumpshare took the command shift 8 keyboard, so I need to remove preferences, keyboard shortcuts, command shift 8, remove. Now command shift 8, look, the audio meters. Very useful window, especially when you are change your audio, make some mix or adjustments to the audio, or you can just click here. Everything that I'm showing you, don't be afraid of not remembering. That's not a problem. You can watch this live 100 times, or you can come to the window and here you can see, look, control command 1, control command 3, command 4, and so on. Command 5, command shift 5, alright, command 1, and so on. So I recommend that you learn all the keyboard shortcuts so you can work a lot faster in Final Cut, because it makes all the difference. Okay, these shortcuts is from the tip that you need to leave open only the tabs, the windows that you are using. If you are not, close it, open when you need it. Okay, and I showed you the keyboard shortcuts. What else? Now let's talk about files, render files, proxy media, optimize media, original media, how you can manage them. So let me see if you guys have any question. Edit. Kyle, hey Kyle, thanks for being here. You're welcome. Shortcuts, Loop Deck, Jumpshare is cool. Never heard about it. I think I'm right back. I need to go ahead. How long is the break? We are doing an excellent job. Okay, English is better than my Spanish. Sorry, Brazilian. We actually speak Portuguese. Olá, Jorge Teixeira. Olá, my friend. Though, sorry, no worries, mate. My bad, my brother. Wow, the focus issue is back? No, sorry. Now I'm at sleep now, 3 a.m. Yeah, good sleep. Te vejo do princípio. No, not yet. I'll make a PDF file and then I'll make it available very soon. SJL video, yes. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll put all my keyboard shortcuts in a PDF, beautiful PDF file, so you can print at home and put in your desk, work in Final Cut, and then you can see, highlight the most important shortcuts for you, because you don't need to learn them all at once. Learn the ones that makes more sense to your workflow. For example, there are so many shortcuts for multicam clip, but maybe you don't use it. Don't bother learning it. When comes to the day that you need to use multicam clips, then you learn the shortcuts and you'll be much faster, work much faster. Okay? Are these shortcuts the same as the one that Apple has on their site? It's couple of pages PDF. No, these shortcuts, it's mine. It's my shortcuts, so I shared with you, but I don't have the list of them all, so I'll do that later. All right. All right. So let me see. Let's talk about rendering files. Do you guys have any question about what I was talking about? If you could format them the same way that would be very nice. Format the same way as the Apple, because you can use the default Apple shortcuts. You don't need to use mine, or you can change for your own shortcuts. Great. I always run out of space on my Mac. Let's solve that, Daniel. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's learn about how to keep your files optimized, working fast without losing space on your hard drive. So let's come here. First of all, one of my keyboard shortcuts is delete render files. But before I show you the keyboard shortcuts, one thing that I do is I don't leave the option background render active. I disable it. Why? Look, I have this timeline. I don't want to render it. If I put automatically, Final Cut would render it. That means that I would have a, 1 minute and 27 seconds video in the format of Apple ProRes Res 422. This kind of file is very big. Imagine if your timeline is 1 hour. You'll have like 100 gigabytes, I don't know, file. Unnecessary, without this necessity. All right. Sorry. So go to the Final Cut menu, Preferences, or always choose to use the shortcut Command comma. Don't click there. Command comma always. And then here, go to the Playback tab, Rendering, Background Render. You can put here to render all the time, or you can put here to render after 10, 15 seconds. But I leave it disabled. So for to render, I use render selection or render all. Command S, Command Shift S. So let's say that I'm working on this portion of my timeline. I just select it and I can see I want to see the result. Command S. I wait just a moment. Look, this is the progress. If I move the mouse, it will stop. Don't move the mouse, don't skim, don't move the playhead, it will stop. Now let's preview. Look, the dots is where it needs to render. Here it's rendered. / Okay, done. I just render what I need to see. Then I come here and then I change again, and then look, I need to see the result. Command S. Just select Command S. No, now I'm finished with my job. I want to render all my timeline. Command Shift S. It's going to start from the beginning until the end. But I don't need, so I'll stop. Now, you all always have render files in different levels. You have render files in the project. If you have more project here, you'll have render files on the events level. If you have more events, more projects, you'll have the ability to delete render files from the whole library. So again, you can delete files from the project level, from the event or library. How can you do that? Select the project that you want to delete the files. Let's say this one. And then click Option Z. Look, delete generated project files. Or go to File. What is it? Delete generated project files, Option Z. Or select the event, Option Z, delete event files, or the library, delete generated library files. Again, Option Z. Select all, not you can select the unused only, because Final Cut will render several times, and then you can delete only the unused. But I never use this one. When I want to delete render files, I always delete all. But if you have a big timeline, you can select, look, I didn't see the size of this library, but I believe that it's smaller now. All right? That's how I use render files. Do you guys have any question about that? Jorge Teixeira, thank you for the tips. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Jorge. I noticed you have a few buttons unchecked in your playback preference. Can you show us? Yes, I can show that. Right now. Command comma. Here you can playback, create optimized media for multicam clips. That means that if you create multicam clip, you have several cameras and then you want to synchronize them. When you create a compound clip, it will create optimized media for all the clips used. That's not good. I don't want to do that automatically. If I want optimized media, I want to select the clips. All right? Maybe you won't, maybe you don't. In multicam clips, I like to use proxy media, not optimized media, because they are smaller, they are faster, maybe not faster, but they are smaller. If a frame drops, stop playing back and warn. No, I don't like this. If drop frames, I'll notice, and then I'll render, I'll delete, I'll close Final Cut, I'll restart my machine, I'll close some apps, or I'll get a better computer. If frames drop due to the no, don't say anything, don't bother me. That's why. This is all warning, and then I don't like it. I just keep it disabled. How do you get that white marker? I have the default one in red. Default marker? What marker? Command comma marker. I'm not sure. What marker do you mean? Where? If you can explain where you see the marker. I'm not sure. Let's see, do you have a shortcut for replacing an image on the timeline while keeping the settings such as size, position, cropping? Yes. I don't know if the crop it will be the same. Let's find out. I'll create a new project called replacing. Okay. And then put some media here. And then I have this clip. And then I'll make some adjustments on the crop. Let's see, I don't know. And then I come here and select another one and press Option R. Look, the crop it changed. What I would do in this case, Jim, would be if I want to change the position, the size, position, and cropping, I have a solution for you. Let me show. I want to keep the crop, the size, and the position. What I would do is select, create a compound clip, Option G, or right click, new compound clip. I'll use Option G, and okay. Now I do the transform on the compound clip. Change size, change position. Now, any media that I add here inside the compound clip, double click to open it. Any clip that I add here, Option R to replace. Come back with Command left bracket. Look, it will receive the same settings. Yeah, it works with images, with anything, right? Yeah, you can. Or another thing that you could do is you have a clip. We have a clip, and then you have a size and crop, and then position, and you can add the other clip to the timeline. Sorry, it's a bit slow. Look, I'll close the inspector. It's a bit slow. And then you add the clip to the timeline. Then you come here, copy, Command C, select. If you want to paste all the effects, Command Option V. Command Z to go back. If you want to copy and paste only a few effects, Command Shift V. And then I don't want the position. Paste. Or you can go to Edit, copy, and then here you can see paste effects or paste attributes. You can remove them as well. Let me see. Another great use of compound clips. Yeah, Anthony, great to see that you are having some ideas on how to use compounds. I have to replace images like PowerPoint slides that are imported to as TIFFs, sometimes 50. Wow, it's a lot of images. In 5 minutes clip. I have to see how you do that to understand a better way to do this. I use the technique, but it still takes on much time when you have to replace too many. Yeah. So let's focus here, Jim. I think this is a topic for other time, okay? But these are the ways I would do, but maybe we can find out another way, okay? I highlight the shot hit, Command C, then paste attributes on the new shot. Training videos with text. Yeah, I know. I started doing educational trainings when I started to edit. Hit the like button, guys, if you like this video, this training. Consider subscribing to the channel, okay? So let's keep going. Now we are going to talk about optimized media and proxy media. All right. You're welcome. Let's go now. Optimized media versus proxy. One thing that you can do to make your Final Cut work a lot faster is create optimized media. How you do that? Command I. You can do this in the importing process here. For example, you can open your media in this window, and then you select the clips. Let me select a small clip, this one. You can select one or multiple clips or one folder, anything. And then you can leave files in place like this to not have a duplicate, to not duplicate your files. Transcoding, here's where the magic happens. Create optimized media. The files are very big, but they are very optimized to use in Final Cut. So Final Cut will have the best performance with this media, especially if the format and the format that you are using is not very optimized for Final Cut. Maybe Final Cut will not work as well as if it was using optimized media. If you have a bigger hard drive, you can use optimized media, or you can use Proxy. Proxy is a file with less quality. The size is smaller, but it's optimized for Final Cut. You can see here, put the mouse on top and then wait. You can see Apple ProRes 422 Proxy. It will create a file called this name. You can create here in the importing process. Let's create this one, import. And then Final Cut will render the file. I think it didn't render because this file is already imported. I don't know. Or it's because it's very small and it's already converted. After you import your file, you can select one, two, many clips, and then go to File and select Transcode Media. And you can see the same parameter, the same options. Or you can right click, Transcode Media, and then select Proxy. Okay, and then Final Cut will convert the media to Apple ProRes 422 Proxy. Let's wait, and then I'll show how you can change. Daniel says, let me know the import settings. Do you keep it on your hard drive? I'll talk about it. Let's just leave Final Cut importing and converting, because if you move the mouse, Final Cut will stop. And I don't want that. Thiago says the demo plugins on the site, they are free for how many days? Actually, Thiago, the demo products are not free. You can download, use it, but not in projects. You can just see how they work. The free ones you can use for personal projects, for professional projects. You can make money with them, but the demo you can't. All right, that's just a way of seeing how the plugin works. But where do you import? Inside the computer or portable hard drive? Yeah, great question, Daniel. What I do, Daniel, is I put on the other hard drive. This one is a external drive. Actually, this is an internal drive, but the second one. So I have, click here, iMac, and then here it's the internal SSD drive that I use for the system. This one is an internal drive that I use for media, but it's not that big. So this media is on my external drive. This one works as an external drive as well, because external actually means that it's not the drive on this using the system. The system is not using the same one, because this one will run the system, will run Final Cut. This one can run the media, and then you can have a better performance. External, you can use it as well. Always try to use a different hard drive than the one using the system that runs the system. Okay, always you get better performance. Also, I also leave the files in place, but still big files. Maybe because I always rendering the files. Yes, yes. If you are always rendering the files, it will get your hard drive full very fast. That's why I don't like to leave it as automatic. I check in my library and always big size with optimized, transcoded, and high quality media. Don't create optimized media, Daniel. You don't need that. Most of the time, you just need some proxy or not. Maybe what I do is, look, what I do is I just use the media as it is, as I import. I don't use transcode, I don't use proxy, don't use anything. If I see that Final Cut is very slow, then I create the proxy media. And after you change to proxy media, it's not done yet. You have to go to the view menu and change it to proxy. First, Final Cut will try to use the original. If it has the optimized, it will use it and not the original. And if you want to use proxy, select proxy. The media that don't have the proxy media, you'll see missing proxy. What you have to do is to select the clips and then right click, transcode, and then select proxy media. This way Final Cut will use all the proxy media from your hard drive. All right. Yeah, always full after one or two projects. Don't if you have two projects, you always delete the files, the render files from time to time, because they can get bigger very fast. No, I do proxy, but after I read with project, I optimize when I'm rendering out. Yeah, I think you don't need to optimize. I think what you do is you edit with proxy, and then when you are going to color correct or export, change to original. I think that's enough. You don't need to optimize. Do a test, make a test, run a test, and see if there's a difference. I believe that you are not going to find any difference, so just leave it as original. Use the prox, edit. When you are color correcting or exporting the file, move to original. That's my recommendation, but it's always good to try it out and see for yourself what's best for you, okay? But then, Daniel, always select select the library option Z, and then delete the render files and see what happens in your hard drive. And the other tip is open the Final Cut library and see what's taking so much hard drive disk space. The library manager is a great way to see what's taking so much space. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. And how you can delete this media is by, let me show you. Option Z, you can select delete proxy media. So I'm going to delete all the proxy media from this library. I could delete from the project, from the event, but I'll delete from this library. Okay, look, it's processing, command 4. You can see my library is very small now. To transcode your media, you are actually creating new files. This one is very big, a lot of times bigger than the original media. This one is smaller, maybe smaller than the original media, but think about it. If you select both, you have 3 copies of the same file: original, optimized, and proxy. That's why sometimes you have your hard drive full. Okay? So that's it about rendering, and don't forget to go to view and select better performance. I have here selected better quality, but Why? Because sometimes I want to see the better quality. I don't want to see the blurred version. Look, when you play, and then sometimes you don't see the better quality of your media. It depends on the machine, the power of your machine. Maybe you can work in better quality, but better performance is better for your computer to work faster. Okay, I checked render media library and there is a 40 giga. Then I see high quality. So that will be the problem. Yeah, that's it. You have 40 gigabytes of media. I have to stop. Yeah, damn. I have to stop rendering. Yeah, you should. Because look, I have here this clip. I don't need to render. I'm fine now. Look, it plays without rendering. But if I render, I have less space in my hard drive. Thanks, Leno. My Mac struggle with my Pocket Osmo footage, so might try Proxy for that. Edit it, and once happy, then switch back. Yes, Blue Shed. Try it out and let me know if it works okay. If you have any question later, just let me know, put in the comments, alright? So that's it about Final Cut. That's my tips. And what else? Favorite? Yeah, when importing you can, I think most of you know, but when importing you can favorite folders, what it is, I don't know if that's the case. What I here you have your media. You can do a organization before jumping to Final Cut with the media in the Finder, and then if you select from folder or from Finder tags, you can add keywords and put your media in a more organized way into Final Cut. Now I'll show how you can. I'll show several of the keyboard shortcuts that I customize, and I'll show how you can customize your own. Yeah, Daniel asks, you didn't saw it. Let me show. How can I stop rendering? Simple. Command comma, go to the preference of Final Cut or go to Final Cut Pro 10 preferences, playback rendering, background render, disable it. Then to render, you need to select. If you are using my keyboard shortcuts, you just press Command S, Command Shift S. If you don't, look here what is the default keyboard shortcut because I don't remember. And then it's going to render. Don't do this because Final Cut will not render. I know that most of you know, but for the beginners, they don't. And then it's all good. And where can I tell to Final Cut where to import the files outside from the basic settings? Let me know if it's this that we are talking about. Let's say that you don't want to use this window, so you want to render from the Finder, right? I'm not sure if you mean that. If you want to import from the Finder, the settings that Final Cut will use is this one: Final Cut, Preferences, Import. These are the preferences that will be used when you click and drag a file from the Finder. When you do this. Did I answer your question, Daniel? Yes, I uncheck all the boxes and then I change it if I need it. And by the way, this option, I tend to leave files in place. But keep in mind that the files will not be copied to your library. So if you move the library or move the files, you will need to move them together. Otherwise, you will have lost offline links, offline media. For me, I use all the time Final Cut with the render manually, not automatic. I like it better because my files, my library keep it to keep it smaller file sizes. Yeah, Daniel, gotcha. Uncheck the box. I mean, when you import the file, where can I tell Final Cut where to import the files outside the basic settings? I mean, when you import the file, I'm still not getting it. I'm sorry, man. I'm not sure because this window import settings is where you import you set all the settings. If you are not here, you can go to the preferences. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. If you can explain in other words, please. So, any question about Proxy Media render files? So we can move on and finish with some tips, some shortcuts that I use, I like. What are your import settings for video that have split tracks of audio and you need to keep them separate? Especially when I'm doing a multicam edit. For video when you have split tracks and of audio and you need to keep them separate. The settings are the same. I don't change it. Maybe original media or proxy media, and then I synchronize them with the multicam clip, and I tend to use proxy media when using multicam clips because it's a lot less, it's faster. It's better to use proxy when editing multicam clips. If you have the audio and you want to combine them, you can put the audio in a separate track, but we can talk another day about this. I think this is a broader topic that we can make a live only talking about multicam clips, configuration, and so on. Let's see if I understand, Daniel. I mean, does your render files and other files goes to your main Mac hard drive or other portable HD? Now I got it. The files you can change. You can put them inside your library or you can put them outside your library. You tell Final Cut what you want. Let's see what he told us. Where do you keep your render files and big file sizes, and how can you change the location to not run out from space? Hope it's clear now. Sorry for my English. It's clear now. Thank you. So Daniel, let me show where you can change that. Here, you click on your library, go to the inspector, open the inspector, and here you can see storage locations. Media, where do you store your media? In the library. But if you select don't copy, the media that is going to be inside your library is proxy, optimize files, or consolidate. If I consolidate, that means that I'll put all this media inside my library. Motion content, effects, transitions, titles, generators created in motion. Where do I put them? In library or outside the library? So in motions template folder, I can consolidate inside the library. By the way, always motion content put inside your library. I'll show you how. Why is that? For us, when we make an update for our plugins, let's say that you have a project, and then it's using this template, your project. This template is inside the movies folder, and then Final Cut is linking to the movies folder. If you put the transitions, the titles inside your project, then this title will go to the library. If LearnFX we do an update for a plugin, Final Cut will lose the link to this title. If the title is inside the library, no problem, because Final Cut will look inside the library. And then we make the update, no problem, because this is a new title, but Final Cut has the original title inside the library. But what I recommend, I don't know if I make myself clear, what I recommend is finish the project. Don't change this when you are editing. Don't. Just consolidate at the end of the edit. What we do at LearnFX is we create our trailer, and then at the end we consolidate all the motion templates used so they can be all inside the library, to not lose the link. But if you do that when you are editing, what Final Cut will do is it's crazy. If you add one title to the timeline, Final Cut will copy. You add another one, Final Cut will copy, copy, and then you leave just one. But then Final Cut keeps all the titles inside the library, and that's not good, especially if the title has a bigger file, like 10 megas, 100, 1 giga, I don't know. Maybe it uses some media, 4K media, and then it's big, and then if you have 10 of them, of 10 mega, you have 100 megabytes, and this stock on top of each other, and then from very fast you have a very big library. Did you guys understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'll tell you. Now go enjoy your break. The guys are seeing the live back. They are not seeing live right now. So let's go. Let me show here. Select your library. And here you can see, like I said, media, cache. Cache is the render files, the analysis files, the thumbnail images, the audio waveforms. Backup. Here's the backups of the library. I leave this on my movies folder, no problem. Here you can see the size of the library, the size of optimized media, the proxy media from the selected library. Okay, select. To modify the location, Daniel, just click modify settings. Here, media, click, choose, and then choose the folder that you want to use. For example, let's say that I want to use the external hard drive. Click choose. Motion templates in library. Just do that at the end of your project. Cache files. Do you want to put the cache files in a third drive? You can do that, no problem. Do you want to change the backup files to another drive? Yes, you can do, or do not save. Click OK. Look, do you want to move your render files? Don't include or include. I can do whatever I want. Don't include. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if Final Cut already moved, because maybe I need to consolidate. Let me see. This is something that I never do. I know how to works, but it's very rare to use. Look here, my cache files, only 2 KB. Because I think I don't have that many files. Dropbox, let me see. Media, let me change my media to LenFX. Yeah, it didn't move it because I didn't consolidate. Let's consolidate. But to not take longer, too long to do that, let's create a new library. Let me put in my desktop test library. And then I'll put just one clip, just one. Hold down the Option key, click and drag. Okay. Okay. Here, just one file. Where is this file? Command Option R. Command Option R. Oh, it's slow. The colorful ball is spinning. Let me read here. Jorge Teixeira says there's a way of always keeping the motion files, motion titles inside the library. Yes, you can change, modify. You can create a library and then you go to the preferences of the library and put to always include the titles inside the library, not in the movies folder. It's live, guys. I can't change that. It's live. The problems. Look, it doesn't want to open. Haha, maybe it is spinning because I asked so much. Sorry. It's not. Thanks for the questions. All of you, thanks for participating. How often do you have to start your computer because of Final Cut? Maybe once a week, I think. Not that much. Once or twice a week. It's not very common to this kind of thing happen. Not. Look, I'll just take a moment so Final Cut can breathe and take a break. Yeah, look, I use Final Cut in almost daily basis and almost no issue with it. Maybe 3%, but for me it's very strong and no problem at all. For me too, the same. Mas por defeito ele muda, eu queria que todas as nossas libraries estivessem já com essa opção. Yeah, Jorge Teixeira wants Final Cut library to have always the same configuration. What I do in this case, it's very simple, Jorge. You can create a library, a default library, and then you save it, compress it, and every time that you want to use that library, just unzip it, one file. That's what I do actually. At LenFX we have a default library that we use in every trailer. It has all the events, all the projects, everything. And then we compress it by compressing the file, zipping the file, and then every time we start a new project, actually we have all the structured folders, and inside the folder we have the library. That's how we do it. Hold down the Command and Option key. Yeah, I'm doing that. And it not show the option. Look. And it doesn't allow me to click on it. Let me click here. Maybe it's going to open. Look, it's trying. I'm glad I'm not the only one sometimes crashes for. No, it crashes with everybody. Most apps, one or another, once in a while crashes. That's not uncommon. And sometimes people say to me that, oh look, your Final Cut plugins are crashing my system. But not necessarily, because Final Cut crashes sometimes. That's normal. When it's bumping, it is something in the background. Close the window and maybe it can see. Let me see. Currently, when I export a video, the document has a black appearance. How can I make the document have an image and be easier to find in a larger folder? Take a break and go to buy the promo. Talk about motion. Yeah, I'll talk about motion. People like it. Do you guys want me to talk more about Motion 5? Let me know in the chat box, because some people told me that I should do more tutorials about motion, and I love to work in motion. It's nice. I love to have a white canvas with nothing and then create something, like in Final Cut as well. Yes, motion please. Samuel, great. Jimmy, more motion. If you are seeing the replay, let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about motion. If I have more people interested in it, I'll talk about it. I have a lot of things to talk about motion. I think Final Cut and motion is a never-ending topic, because maybe we see a new video clip launching and very successful, and then we can create a tutorial about how to recreate the effects and break it down. We can do a lot of stuff. All right. I have courses in Portuguese, Leno Treinamentos, Leno Training, and then I have in a course for Final Cut. I have course for Motion Advanced. I have a lot of stuff here. How to work. I was watching my Portuguese course on how to work fast in Final Cut, and then I taught you a lot of stuff from there. Can you create templates in Motion, simpler version of your plugins, like a very basic 30-second template that you can import into Final Cut to help editors keep similar videos with different footage? That's it, guys. I hope you enjoy this live free training for about Final Cut Pro 10. I hope that's been useful for you. If so, hit the like button, comment, share if you can, if it makes sense to you, and subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel. Support LenaFX work by going to lenafx.com. You can download our free stuff to know more about how is our work, and if you like it, consider buying one of our packs so you can work faster, make more in less time. And I hope to see you another time. I'm really happy to have you here. And thanks for watching our tutorials and being part of this LenaFX community. Alright? Let me see. You can all. Thanks for your time. Tips and tricks. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Thanks, Samuel. Thank you, Leno. Perfect. Thanks for your patience to answer all the questions, especially my 1,000 questions, by the way, when you have time to reply my email. But take your time. Yes, I'll reply to you. It's been a very busy week. So next week or Saturday, I'll answer all the emails. Thank you for your time. Ruben, thank you so much for purchasing our pack. Thank you, Leno. Big fan. Cheers. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Until next time, let's rock it. You are great. Thank you, brother.